Hello, my name is James Beecham. I'm going to show you a quick video on the integration that ALTR has done between the Collibra data catalog and the ALTR data control and governance system. We can see here that I am logged in and talking directly to a Snowflake instance, assuming the role of a data science user, and I'm attempting to access an email address column from this customer data table. And if I go ahead and run this query, we'll wait for the warehouse to wake up, and it did, and we'll see that ALTR is giving a message back saying that I, as this data science user, do not have permission to access this column directly in Snowflake. From the Collibra interface, I can change this. If we come in here to this same customer data table schema, we can drill into the different column assets that are here. We can find this particular email address column in here. We see some meta information about the column and about the data. But what I can do is come into this detail section and I can tag this this Collibra asset with a tag that will indicate that I want this particular set of users or roles to be able to access this column within the Collibra system. I now have to make sure that the two systems are syncing together. This is a manual process that I'm doing today from my laptop, but is an automated process that's provided by ALTR and Collibra. So you can see we pulled information from Collibra and we push all the changes into ALTR, which under the covers communicates with Snowflake. So if I come back over here as this data science user and request access to the email address, now we see that I'm able to receive data from within here. So it's that quickly, it's that fast that we can provide access to data. It doesn't just stop with direct access in here. We can change this and we can say that I want my data science users to receive masked information back as opposed to seeing the full text systems here. So again, I will run the syncing script here. Could be part of the product, could be automatic. I'm doing it manually as part of this demonstration. And so as I come over here again and I run this same query as this data science user, we now see that there is masking being applied to the email address column within this access for this user. You'll notice too that I can change roles here, and I have not given the marketing role access to this data. So again, we receive the no permission issue here that ALTR is telling Snowflake this user does not have access. And that is because here inside of the Collibra system, we've not given the ALTR marketing user access to data. It's important to note that ALTR's integration with Snowflake extends as well into some of the security features. This can be things like preventing credentialed access threats or breaches to data. So while my data science user right now is allowed to access this mass data, there really is nothing that stops me from accessing all of the mass data that exists inside of this system here. So if I change my limit from a 500 to a 5,000, I think I have about 10,000 rows in this table here. We can see that I'm able to continue to grab this data. From within the ALTR system, we can configure a threshold or a policy which will limit and block the access to data at a limit of 500 values per hour. And I will end up blocking this user from being able to consume data if they breach that level. So let me go ahead and turn this on. It's a very simple and straightforward measurement. If I come here, I can leave this 5,000 limit in place. I could change it to 1,000. We could remove the limit completely from here, but I'll keep it just exactly how it is. And we'll see that as I try to request this 5,000 row value, the ALTR system is giving me a different output here, which is blocked, which means I am now in a bad state where me as this data science user is no longer allowed to access this email address column because of the ALTR security policy put in place. I mentioned that it was a limit of 500 per hour. So let's say maybe I drop down to 5, which is below that limit. I'm still going to receive this blocked message back as I have completely broken this policy, and I'm now in a locked out state. You can also envision, as we are working with the Collibra team, to begin to populate a lot of the security and user information that ALTR collects back into the Collibra platform, So everything you see here around our security configurations can be applied there. All of the access information, which shows which individual users are accessing what data, how much data are they accessing, what is the user ID and what is the role they're assuming. All of this can be available inside of the Collibra summary page for a data asset, providing even more value to Collibra end users as they look to expand their data governance and automation footprint. Thank you very much.